Okay, so let's start the notes off with looking at the notes and constant proportionality. So it says when a linear function is proportional. Linear means it is a line and it is straight and it doesn't change, it keeps on going. So when a linear function is proportional, proportions we've been doing, we set two fractions equal to one another and make sure that they are equivalent. You have a direct variation. The change is constant. And we will divide to find the constant of proportionality. So essentially, if we know how to do the unit rate and we know that unit rate equals y divided by x, we should be pretty good to go. We can figure out the rest. So let's look at the homework. And if we do so, let's look at number 2 and then we can do number 4. Okay, so number 2 says beach travel rents dune buggies for $50 for 4 hours or $75 for 6 hours. What is the hourly rate? My key word in this one is rate. So unit rate, I just divide to find how much it is per hour. So I know whenever it says per hour, I know that the hour is going to be my x and the dollar is going to be my y. So what I will do is I will set up the unit rate, which I know unit rate is y divided by x. So for the first one, y is 50 divided by 4, which is equal to 12.5. And then for my next one, I have 75 for the y and 6 for the x. And I will do 75 divided by 6. And I will also get 12.5. So the hourly rate is $12 per hour. It is the same. It is constant. Okay? Now let's go down to number 4 so that we can see it. These kind of problems worked as well. So determine whether each relationship is a direct variation. Direct variation. Whenever I see that, I know, looking at my notes, I know that a direct variation, the change is constant, right? So going back to number 4, here we go. Let's see if the change is constant. So what we will do is we will find the unit rate per point or per data that we are given. And if the change is constant, then it is a direct variation. And if not, then it isn't. It is no direct variation. That means they're not related in any way. So I know that whenever I have unit rate, I do x divided by y. And so my first one is 180 divided by 6. I know that equals 30. My next one is 240 divided by 8. And that also equals 30. My next one is 300 divided by 10. And that one's easy. That also equals 30. And then 360 divided by 12. And I know that 12 goes into 36 3 times, and then I bring down the 0. So if I look, I have 30, 30, 30, 30. They're all the same. So yes, that is a direct variation. Okay, so if I were to do the next one, I would do the same thing. I would do y over x for each unit and see if that unit rate of change is the same. That the unit rate is a fraction, which also means a proportion. You're seeing how one thing relates to the other. Okay, so I hope you have a good time working these, and let me know if you have any questions.